Ah, yes, I almost have it. Shut up, Slippy, you're not even in this game. So, as you can clearly tell from that intro, I beat Majora's Mask this week, and I actually bought it in 2015. Just now beat it. And you might be saying, wow, you must really be bad at that game. To which I would say, yes, I am. Also, I did not like that game, so I had to force myself to beat it. And when I did have to beat it, you know, I came up with 10 reasons I didn't want to do it, but I still did it, so, yay, top 10 list, woo! Number 10, now this one, I know it's just, like, nitpicky of me, that's why it's number 10, it's the fact that some of the, I don't know what they're supposed to be, but they're obviously really, really supposed to be powerful, influential, all that stuff, because they can, like, hold up the moon. And they're so supposed to be taken seriously, but these guys, they just look like strawberry dudes with lanky limbs. Now, here's what they actually do look like in the game. And here is a young artist's interpretation of what I saw that as. It's just really hard to take anything seriously when the most powerful characters in the game look like giant walking strawberries. Now, number 9. This game, like every other Zelda game, involves you saving the world. I think the only thing that's really different about it this time is that it's not from Ganon. But as you're saving the world, you have to help other people. Now in this game, the whole premise is that you have three days to do everything, and then you have to reset it all. Well, most of it anyways, or else it would never get done. But like, in this process, every person that you've helped gets that taken away. So like, there's one area where you have to unfreeze a Goron, and then he teaches you a song which you can go play to his crying child to make him stop crying. Now, I don't know if this is just like the way that everybody's was, but like with me, I had to go back to the beginning of the 3 days and then go back to the Gorons. So that guy was stuck in ice again, and I didn't need to unfreeze him, so I didn't. But like, it just feels like nothing that you do matters. Also, I hated that crying child more than the antagonist of the game. Number 8. I know this one's probably just me having only played through it once, and that is that you can't explore. Now, the only other Legend of Zelda game that I've played to completion is the Wind Waker HD Remaster. And in that game, I would always get sidetracked. I would if I saw an island or something poking out of the water, I would go over to that and explore everything that there was to see. And with this game, you can't do that because it's on a time crunch. So you have to make everything matter, or else you can't get anything done. Like, there's a sword upgrade that you can get that takes all 3 days. So I found out about it on the last day, did one of the steps, and then the guy was like, oh, come see me tomorrow and I'll have to do this to the sword. And I'm like, I can't have tomorrow. Like, that's not how this game works. So I have to reset it, find all the stuff in the first day, and then give it back to the guy. Like, everything has to matter or nothing gets done. Number 7 falls kind of under the same thing. That's after you beat the game, you still can't explore. And I just explained why I would like to explore and all that, but like, the reason this is high on the list is because I just beat the game, and basically I got nothing from it. Like, once you reload the game, you go back to the first day, and like the games, you don't even save everybody. Like if you go back to the first day and then wait until the last day, you go back to the final boss fight. So like nothing matters. Even like you can't. It just feels like you can't do what you want. You do what you have to. Now at number 6, it's just anticlimactic. Like I'm not talking about the strawberry guys, because I mean that's pretty cool considering that they look like strawberries and everything. But like after you beat the final boss, which is also just weird and kind of not what you would expect from the main boss of the Zelda game, the moon just like disintegrates, and then you get a cutscene where the Skull Kid wearing Majora's mask wants you to be his friend, so you do, and then the mask salesman just like walks off into the distance, and then you see a stump with carvings on it of Link and Skull Kid with fairies and strawberry guys. That I wanted more out of this. Number 5, the plot altogether is just forgetful. Like, it took me 2 years to will myself to beat this game, and out of those 2 years, I can tell you almost nothing about the plot. And I don't know, even like, I beat this game on Friday, it's Sunday now, I still can't even remember a lot of like what I had to do to beat the game, like on Friday. Like I can't tell you really what I had to do, and that should say something. Like with Wind Waker, I still remember like what I had to do. Number 4, they fixed it kind of in the 3DS version. I don't know if it was in the N64 version. That's that you have no idea where to go. Now in the 3DS, if you go all the way back to the beginning, like where you start out, there's a little stone that you can crawl into that'll give you like hints about where to go in the world in the form of really jumpy cutscenes. Like I say, I don't know if they had that in the N64 version, but even with those, like I still was having to look through a walkthrough for pretty much everything. Now, that also segues into number 3, which is that they don't explain some of the mechanics. Like the first time that I got majorly stuck was in the first dungeon with the fire areas, because like the game doesn't tell you, oh, if you put a stick up to this flame, then it'll just like catch on fire as a torch. It doesn't say that. It also doesn't say if you shoot an arrow through a flame, then it becomes a flaming arrow until it hits whatever. So I had to look up a walkthrough for that, which I was just stubborn and didn't do that for like a year because I wanted to figure it out on my own. But yeah, I just wish that this game was more like user friendly. Number 2, the camera and targeting. There's I don't know if it's Z targeting or L targeting, or there's something where you can focus on a specific enemy and have your camera fixed on that. The only problem is all of like the bosses are really jumpy and the camera is not. If you're here and the boss is here, the boss could jump like there and you would be still looking over in this direction, and you have to like turn around and then hope that it hasn't already caught up to you and is about to hit you. Now in the 3DS version, they did have like targeting with motion controls, which is what you saw me do in the intro, but that still doesn't really work. Number 1 is that this game in general is just not meant for casual players. Like if you wanted me to sum this game up in one word, it would be speedrun. Like I kept saying, you have to do everything right or nothing matters, and that's not how I want to play a Zelda game. Like I wanted to figure things out on my own, but since I was on a time constraint, had to do everything like in so little time, do it in a certain order. I just wanted to go see what this game had, and it was just, the game was basically just saying, no, figure it out on your own, or look up a walkthrough, because you can't do that. This game just felt really like it wasn't for me, and I've never been like super good at Legend of Zelda games. Like I said, the only one that I've beaten was Wind Waker, and even with that I had to look up a walkthrough for a little bit of it. And like, I don't want to not like Legend of Zelda, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm really hoping that Breath of the Wild is like a better experience for me, because I feel like that's what Nintendo's always like wanted Legend of Zelda to be, and now they finally can make it that. So I don't completely hate Majora's Mask, and I don't hate anybody who likes it. I could see how it was likable, it's just not for me. So yeah, that does it for this video. Don't forget, there's little buttons you can push. That red one makes you see more of my stuff. If you want to do that or not, that's up to you. Those thumbs up and thumbs down, that's basically the gladiatorial stuff. Thumbs up, I get to live. Thumbs down, nope. I mean, I don't die, but I die a little bit on the inside. So yeah, just don't forget there's little buttons down there. So if you want to go check out Majora's Mask, I wouldn't tell you not to. I'd just say, like, if you really have to contemplate it, it's probably not for you. And if you're like me and you just want to take time with things and not have to constantly be rushed, then this game is not for you.